Hi, I'm Tom Furman. I get a lot of requests about how to relax and stretch the hip flexors. They're a problem in modern society because we spend so much time sitting and driving and behind computers. Our body's folded with our knees at 90 degrees, and these muscles deep in the hips and close to the spine get very tight. They cause backaches when they shorten. We go out and do something athletic or do something new, and we strain them and we feel it in our lower back and the discs and so forth. The most common way, there's 1,000 YouTube videos stretching them out, is to take a lunge position while on the ground with one leg forward. Keep the pelvis locked, slowly stretch. They like your shoulders behind your hips. Use that stretch. I'm not a big fan of that because if it pulls too hard of someone just beginning or just becoming athletic or deciding to embark on a conditioning program, it causes sometimes backaches from spasms. They overarch their back, and I don't really think it's addressing the problem as it should. We'll talk about that in a later YouTube video. The process I want to go through today is to relax the hip flexor area. Hip flexing means pulling the knees towards the chest, climbing upstairs, running. Also, when you sit, like I mentioned, or drive, they're always in a shortened position. So throughout the day, you may want to be doing these stretches to relieve and counteract 10, 20, 30, 40 years of sitting. We're not hunting dinosaurs exactly these days. So I start by relaxing these. How do we do these? Reciprocal inhibition, long word for tighten your buttocks. It starts to relax your hip flexors. You tighten your biceps, your triceps have to loosen on the back of the upper arm. So we're going to take the bridge position and we're going to hold it for about 2 minutes. I'm going to abbreviate it in the video. We're going to come up, tighten the buttocks, don't extend the lower back. You should feel your cheeks squeezing together. Hold this. I'd like you to hold it up 2 to 5 minutes. Really squeeze. Every time you think you're starting to go a little bit more, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch more, and lock yourself in that position. When you're done with that, your hip flexors are starting to relax. You can move, if you're a beginner, to just a prop position. Sometimes they call it a half sphinx position. This position is just good enough for some people. It may be even difficult. They may have to just collapse and move to this position or this position. Work your way up, shoulders packed and tight. The optimal exercise from this position would be the cobra. Hands not under the shoulders, but back towards the hips. Pushing up, wrapping yourself around the ball, dropping your hips low, relaxing, and then coming down slowly. As you come up, you rotate your elbow pits forward, lock your elbows, and relax. Try about 10 repetitions. Now, if you're expressly tight in the hip flexors, go through the sequence 2 or 3 times. Go through the bridge, hold it 2 to 5 minutes, go down and do 10 cobras. That should relieve a lot of your tension. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch pain inside your hip crest the next day, but you won't feel a backache like you would with the single leg version. If you have any more questions, go to tomfurman.com, send me an email, and I'll try to address them.